Very good morning students. Sai Ram. Welcome back to a science period. Children, this session I am going to start a new chapter. That is chapter number 17, Introduction to Biotechnology. Biotechnology. What is meant by biotechnology? See here two. Yes, this is one word bio and this is technology. Bio means living things. Technology means new technique. Okay, that is new technique. That new technique is introduced to that living things. So with the help of this biotechnology, we will get many varieties of hybrid plants and animals. That is called what? Biotechnology. Okay, what is the uses and importance of biotechnology? We will discuss in this chapter. Okay children, so first one we will see now what is the content of this lesson, that is tissues. First one is what? Tissue means what? We will see now. Animal and plant tissue. Next one is tissue culture, agri-tourism and agri-business. These all things we will discuss one by one. Okay, see here first one is, yes, so when we will discuss here what is meant by cell, before that I would like to discuss about what is meant by cell. Okay, can anyone say what is meant by cell? Cells are the basic functional and fundamental unit of living organisms. Okay, so we are living organisms. Our body is made up of, yes, millions and trillions of cells. Okay, so can you say now cells are the basic functional and fundamental unit of living organisms. Okay, so group of cells, that is called what? That is the tissue. Group of cells, that is called what? Tissue. Okay, see here children. Yes, one flowchart is here. Cells, the group of cell. Yes, our body is made up of cells. Group of cells, that is called what? Tissue. That is called what? Tissue. And that many tissues are combined together to form an organs. Okay, so 2-3 organs are functioning together, that is called what? Organ system. Okay, so like this many organ systems are present in one organism. So I hope you understood this flow chart. Yes, first one is what? Cells. Next one is tissue. Group of cells, that is called what? Tissue. Next one is what? Yes, group of tissue functioning together, that is called what? Organs. Okay, so two or three or more organs are functioning together, that is called what? Organ system. Like this many organ systems are present in one organism. Understood? Shall I go to next now? See here tissue. This is the definition of tissue. A tissue is a group of cells that perform a common function and have similar structure. Okay, tissue means what? A group of cells. Group of cells, that is called what? Tissue, that perform a common function. Okay, common function and have similar structure. So the group of cells, it look like that same, the structure is same, that is called what? Tissue. Okay, once again I will repeat it here. A tissue is a group of cells that perform a common function and have similar structure. Understood now? Next one is, see here, yes, tissue. Here some another, yes, information we will discuss now. Amoeba. You know very well amoeba is unicellular organism. Okay, so amoeba, that all functions are performed by that single cell, by organelles. That means that single cell, that amoeba unicellular organism. That body is made up of only one cell. That cell is responsible for all life process of that amoeba. Okay, so what is meant by multicellular? Yes, multicellular means many cell. Body is made up of many cell. We are multicellular organism, isn't it? So multicellular means the group of cells come together, that is called what? So as to perform the various functions of the body. Understood now? Unicellular, that body is made up of only one cell. Multicellular, that is group of cells come together so as to perform the various functions of the body. Understood now? Next one is, millions of cells are present in the body of multicellular organisms. That already we know, isn't it? These cells are divided into different groups and each group perform a definite function. Okay children, so body, in case just you have to imagine our human body. Our body is made up of many cells. Okay, many cells. That cells are divided into different groups. Okay, for example in muscles, that one kind of cells are there, in another organ that another kind of the tissues are there. So each group perform a definite function. Understood now? For example, in our body, that many organs we are having. For example, that lungs. What is the function of that lungs? Yes, during the respiration. So next one is what? Our stomach, intestine. So that is what is the function of that one? Digestion. So like that, that cells are divided into different groups and each group perform a definite function. Okay, so I hope you understood this one. Shall I go to next? Children, see here, I have given here example. This is from your textbook. Okay, we can perform the movements. Movements means what? Say here, we can perform the movements due to contraction and relaxation of muscles. Okay, so when that movement of a body is possible, when our muscles will do contraction and relaxation, that time only movement is possible. Okay, so see here, next one is conducting tissues in plants. That is, two type of conductive tissues are present in the plants. Can you see the name? Yes, xylem and phloem. Xylem will transfer, yes, water. At the same time, through the phloem, food will transmit from one organ to one part to another part. Okay, so this is the conducting tissues in plants, that is xylem and phloem. These are the examples. Okay, next one is, yes, types of tissue. Now we will discuss about types of tissue. There are two types of tissue, that is simple tissue and complex tissue. Okay, what is meant by simple and what is meant by complex? See here, simple tissue, that is made up of only one type of cells. Simple means, you know, that is very, yes, common, that is only one type of cells. Okay, so that is example is what? See here, epithelial tissue of animals, meristematic tissue of plants. So children, this epithelial tissue and meristematic tissue we will discuss, okay, with your diagram later. Understood children? So simple tissue means made up of only one type of cells, not only one number of cell. Okay, simple tissue means it is a group of cells, that is that simple tissue, it is made up of only one type of cells. Okay, complex tissue means that is made up of more than one type of cells. For example, our blood is a connective tissue. Okay, it contains that four different types of tissue. Understood children? That we will discuss later. Okay, so complex tissue means that is made up of more than one type of cells. Blood of animals, xylem and phloem of plants. So that means conductive tissue of plants. Okay, so can you say now simple tissue means that is made up of only one type of cells. Complex tissue means it's made up of more than one cells. Okay, example of simple tissue, can you say? Epithelial tissue of animals and meristematic tissue of plants. Next one is blood of animals, that is complex tissue. Okay, xylem and phloem of plants. Shall I go to next one now? Next one is, one question is there in your textbook. Plants and animals have different type of tissue because we are multicellular. Even plants are also multicellular, isn't it children? So plants and animals have different type of tissue to perform the necessary functions. Why? So one question is there, that answer also is there in your textbook. See here, plants are sedentary. That means plants will not move from one place to another place. Okay, so the plants are sedentary and large variety of their tissue are of the type that gives support. So plants will not move from one place to another place. So when comparing that animals, plants want less amount of energy. These all things we discussed in life process chapter, isn't it? So there are also dead cells in some of the tissue which do not need much attention. Okay, so the group of tissue means that is the group of cells, that is called what? Tissue. So there are also some dead cells are also present in the tissue, but which do not need much attention. Okay, next one is, next point is, say here, additionally growth of the plants takes place only in certain part of the parts of their body where the tissues contain dividing cells. Understood? So the apical part of the shoot system of the plant only will grow. So additionally, growth of the plants takes place only in certain parts of their body, isn't it? So where the tissues contain dividing cells. Alternatively, because animals have to move from one place to another in search of food, shelter and partners, they have greater energy needs when comparing the plants. Okay, so animal will move from one place to another place for their food and shelter, isn't it children? So that animals want more energy, greater energy when comparing that plants. The tissues of animals are also made of living cells. So animals undergo uniform growth in all parts of their body. Yes, so and they do not have any different dividing and non-dividing tissue like plants. So plants in the some particular part of that plant only will get growth, but not like that in animals. Animals undergo uniform growth in all parts of their body and they do not have any different dividing and non-dividing tissue. Okay, so shall I go to next one now? So children see here, that's why the plants and animals have different types of tissue in order to perform the necessary functions. Okay, shall we go to next one now? Next one is, we will discuss now animal tissue first. Okay, plant tissue we will discuss later. Animal tissue only I will give introduction, so that remaining thing we will discuss in next class. Okay children, so animal tissue, that is different organs come together to perform a specific function that already we discussed. For example, here one example is there. See here, first one, once again I will repeat, that animals, that means animal will move from one place to another place. So it's a multicellular organism, isn't it? So the different organs come together to perform a specific function. For example, see here, lungs, trachea, with the help of the contraction and relaxation of some muscles, bring about the function of respiration. Okay, for that respiration, that is a life process. For this life process, that lungs, trachea, with the help of the contraction and relaxation of some muscles, this is possible. Which one is? Respiration is possible. So muscles bring about the function of respiration. So children, I hope you understood now. This is the meaning of this point. Yes, the different organs. See here, this is one organ and this is trachea and the muscles. These are the another organ. So the different organs come together to perform a specific function. So for respiration process, here lungs, trachea, yes, muscles, contraction and relaxation of muscles. Not only this, next one is pharynx, larynx. These all things are involved, okay, for this respiration process. So that is contraction and relaxation of some muscles bring about the function of respiration. Understood? Next one is, different tissues perform different functions in the organs. Okay, so animal tissues are accordingly classified into 4 main types. So here 4 main types of animal tissues are there. They are epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. Okay, first one is what? Epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. So what is meant by this all we will see in next class. Okay children, so this class we discussed about what is meant by cell, what is meant by tissue, and what are the 2 types of tissue, that is simple and complex, isn't it? So why the tissues or different types of tissues are important in plants and animals, that also we discussed. And the next one is last what we discussed about 4 different types of animal tissue, that is, can you say the name? Epithelial, connective, muscular and nervous tissue. Okay, so remaining thing we will see in next class. Okay children, thank you. Saira.